Hi everyone, it's WhisperAudios, and today I am doing a highly requested video, and it's one that I haven't done in a little while, but they're honestly my favourite ones to do, and that is a get ready with me makeup kind of look, I guess. And a lot of you have been asking me how I do my eyebrows, my winged eyeliner, and recently I posted a picture on my Instagram that you guys said like, oh, let me show me how you do your makeup for this look and all of that kind of stuff. So I thought I would do a get ready with me in the studio today, because today, as you can see, I am recording at the studio which I hire on a monthly basis, and I thought it would be nice to get ready here instead of at home, and that meant I could have like 10 more minutes lay in this morning. So before we begin, I'm going to just tie my hair back because I absolutely hate having hair in my face. I don't know if you guys have the same, like when you're doing your makeup and stuff. I just can't bear it when my hair's like here. I always manage to end up getting foundation or something in my hair, and I don't realise it's there for like the whole day, and then I'm walking around with makeup in my hair, which is not a good look. So I have my hair scrunchy thing. Literally, I'm just going to put it all back in a ponytail. Really not neat at all. You don't need to worry. And now I look a little bit strange. I look like just a moon face. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to be looking into the monitor, which is like above you, just above here, and I also have a mirror just behind you as well. So I'll be looking in like two different ways. So please don't mind it. So first, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pluck my eyebrows a little bit because they're a little bit kind of grown out. I don't know if you can see that. I'll be doing some close-ups when we get to the eye makeup and eyebrows and stuff like that, so you can see in detail how I do certain elements of my makeup. But I'm just going to take some regular tweezers. Just get any stray hairs. Don't mind that ticking noise. That's the radiator coming on. It's been pretty inconsistent weather here in England recently, and 1 minute it's really hot and 1 minute it's really cold, and it's quite worrying because it's obviously a sign that our environment is, you know, really getting damaged beyond repair, and it's quite worrying. Now I'm going to just grab some little scissors, because my eyebrows, these are all my own eyebrows, guys. Like, I know you guys think I get them microbladed or you know, I don't know what you guys think, but these are my own natural eyebrows and I haven't had anything done to them. I used to get them waxed and dyed, like tinted, but I don't do that anymore because I find, well, one, it's really expensive, and two, I kind of like them to be light so I can fill them in myself. And I have a lot more control. So I'm just gonna, so you see where like they get a bit crazy there. Alright, so that is like my eyebrows kind of trimmed. I mean, I take a lot longer to do them when I'm doing them, if you know what I mean. So that's just how I just tidy them up just before I do makeup and stuff like that. So skin's like okay today, apart from my friend here, but that doesn't matter. We're all human, and spots and imperfections and I don't know, what you see as imperfections, how you perceive imperfections is not a big deal, right? We're all human and we all have flaws. We are not perfect. We don't have perfect skin, and that's just the way it is. And anyone who picks on you, anyone who tells you or makes you feel terrible about your skin and about the way you look, you just punch them in the face. You have my permission to punch them in the face. Because nobody has the right to make you feel bad about how you look without makeup, about how you look in general. It's not what's on the outside that counts, it's what's on the inside. But regardless, you are beautiful, you are who you are, and no one can change that. And if anyone makes you feel bad about that, then yeah, do something about it. Why I say this is, and we will get to the makeup, I promise, but why I say this is that I was actually really bullied when I was a kid for having freckles. They used to call me Spotty and Freckle Face and you know, mean kid things. So after a couple of years I kind of had enough of it, and one day I went over to my neighbour's house, which was the girl who was bullying me, and I knocked on her door and she came out and I punched her in the face. And she never bullied me ever since. But obviously I don't condone violence, but sometimes I don't know, sometimes it helps. Anyway, so because I am recording today, I'm using a lot of lights, as you can see. I've got like 3 lights set up and some lights behind me. So normally I would, on a daily basis, I would normally use this tinted, I wonder if you can see it, this light yellow, and it's a colour pigment from Lush. And really this is, I guess, like a tinted moisturiser. It doesn't want to focus. It never wants to focus. And it's really good for every day because it's quite lightweight and really it just uniforms your whole skin really nicely. But today, because I'm using a lot of lights and stuff like that, I'm going to use a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Magic. And this is the Magic Foundation in the colour 3 Fair. But we're not going to use that just right away. I'm going to use a like a primer, I guess. I don't generally use primers, but when I use the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, I tend to want to use one because it's quite a heavy kind of, well, yeah, it's kind of a heavy foundation for me, and I find it kind of sticks to all the areas that I don't want it to stick to. So the one I'm using is this, which is the Wonder Glow. I mean, this is quite expensive stuff, so, and it was a gift. I didn't actually buy it myself because, like, dang, it's really expensive. So I generally only use it for special occasions, like if I'm going out or going to like an event or something like that. So I won't use it on a daily basis at all, but seeing as we're filming and you guys are special to me, we're using it. So I'm going to just put like a tiny bit on my hands like that, and then I'm going to just put that all around my face. I tend to slouch when I'm doing my makeup, so if I go off frame, then I'm sorry. I'm trying to sit up straight. It's quite difficult. I've been ill, as you guys know, on my community page, and by the time I post this video it will be, oh my god, well after the fact, but you can hear my voice is a little bit croaky still. I still need to, like, I don't know, it's still a little bit sore, but definitely not as bad as what it was. So I apologise if my voice goes a little bit raspy. I'll try and whisper maybe. Alright, so that's the primer. Now we're going to take the foundation. Just put that lid over there. Try not to make too much noise. And I use my fingers because I find that the heat from my fingers helps to melt the product into my skin a lot better, and the brush kind of leaves marks. Well, I wouldn't say marks, but like streaks, and I find, I don't know, you waste a lot of product. I don't know, it's just personal preference. So really, I just take like the smallest amount, just like that. Then I wipe it, and then I kind of rub it into my fingers. And then we dab, all along. And then we start from the middle of the nose outwards. So you start blending outwards from the centre of your face. Helps to create the illusion that you're not wearing as much makeup as you normally would. And like I say, I honestly do not wear foundation at all. I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted a little while ago about ditch the foundation. And honestly, apart from these special occasions and, you know, filming and stuff like that, I really don't wear foundation at all, and I actually hate wearing foundation now. Like, I'll go home today and I will honestly, the first thing I do is wash my face, because the feeling of it on my skin is like, oh, it just feels like I can't breathe and my skin can't breathe. But yeah, I really do like the way it, you know, leaves my face looking, you know, uniformed, but honestly, I wouldn't wear it given a choice, but the camera doesn't lie. Alright, so that's foundation. I have makeup all around me. My bag's just fallen over, but that's okay. Alright, Next, we will do some concealer. The one I'm using here is the Wake Me Up. And I mean, I've used this since my first, not this particular one, but this brand and this product, ever since my first, oh my goodness, that was a long time ago, ever since my first makeup video on YouTube. It was like 2000, I want to say 2015 or something, it might be even earlier, but I wonder if this makes sounds. I shouldn't do that really, it puts bacteria into the pot if you pump your thing like that. So what I do is I will put some into the corner of my eye, like this, and then kind of stop there. Then I will just do a little bit in the corner. Take some more, do the other side, just in that corner of the eye, and then stop there, and then in the corner. Then we'll just do some spot concealing and nose. And maybe some a little red. And the chin. Seems to be a lot of airplanes today, and it's very odd because normally there aren't too many and you can't hear them in the studio, but it must be like the direction that the wind's going or something. I don't know. I apologise if you can hear them and if they're annoying, but I don't know. I do my best. So once that is in place, what you do is you just take your ring finger, because it's the weakest finger and your eye area is very, very delicate, so you've got to be very careful. And then what I do is I kind of pat that in. I don't want to like wipe it, I just want to pat it in. I do use quite fast movements. Like that, and then on the other side. Just pat that in. Like that. Until you can't see like a seam anymore. Then you do the nose. Just kind of pat that in. Chin. And then just pat in all your areas. This friend is going to be problematic. We'll have to go back and sort him out in a minute. Alright, so that is the base done. So I'll put these bits away so they're not in the way. And of course I'll link the products in the description if you're interested in sort of checking them out. So now what I do is I powder and I contour a little bit, and the one that I use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit in medium, light to medium, and I'm running out of this. And I use this yellow colour to powder, and I use this one here to contour, as I find they're the best match for my skin. So I take like a big fluffy brush, I take some in there, and then I'll focus on my eyes first where I've put that concealer. And then just like really just in the centre of my face. I get really oily here. Well, not oily, but just shiny. I have like very glowy skin from the inside, as you can see. If I do that on my head, it's like a mirror. So I try my best to like mattify it. I'm sure if I got like a mattifying primer it would sort it out, but I always feel like with those primers they make my skin look too flat and then I look like a bit dead. I don't know. Then I take this kind of angled kind of brush. It's kind of dome shape. I dip into this one here, like that, quite a lot, and then I'll do the hollows on my cheeks. So start from the inner ear, and then I just kind of slowly blend it towards the corner of my mouth. And just blend it until you can't see it anymore. The line that looks natural. I just bring whatever's left down onto my chin to define my even square jaw. One more time. But on this side. And then I'll take some on my forehead. Like that. Then I'll take some down my nose. Just in the socket. Yeah, it looks huge. And that's pretty much it for powder and contour. I don't go too crazy because one, I feel like it doesn't suit me, and two, I don't like wearing too much makeup. Alright, so now we move on to eyebrows, and the most coveted thing on my channel is my eyebrows. So like I say, I don't have them microbladed or anything like that. What you see is what you get. My family have naturally huge, big, bushy eyebrows, so it's a genetics thing. And the product that I use is this, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the colour Auburn. I don't know if you can see that. And then I use a angled brush, just like that. And I'm going to zoom you in so you can see a little bit better. Alright, hello eyebrows. So what I do is I take the product and I literally just dip into it. I get like a blob of it and I put it into the lid. So I will start from the middle of my eyebrow and just do tiny strokes, like little baby hairs. Just going to move you across so I can look in my mirror. So I'm just going to do baby strokes to imitate the real hair. And I focus on the tail of the eyebrow. I think there might be a tractor outside, which is not helpful. I don't dip it in at all any more than this. This is just the one product. so that's kind of it, and it looks pretty crappy actually. But with the overall look, it kind of all merges together better. And no two eyebrows are the same. This one tends to look a lot better than the other one. I don't know why. Eyebrows are sisters and not twins. So the same goes for eyeliner as well. When I had them, I used to get HD brows done, but it got quite expensive. It was like £25 a time, but I did used to really like having them done because I didn't have to ever do my eyebrows because they were already done. They wax them and tint them, but it's okay. Just takes a little bit longer to get ready. Alright, so that is the eyebrows done. So while we're in the close-up, I'm going to do my eye makeup now. And the product that I'm going to be using first is an eyeshadow based primer. And this one's by Sigma. And it is in the colour Persuade. And it looks like this. It's like a lovely nude, kind of matte nude. And I'm going to put that all over my eyelid. My eyes have like totally gotten a lot more sensitive. So my eyes like don't do well when I wear a lot of makeup actually. They kind of like water, which is not good. And the inside. I just blend that in with my finger until it kind of all looks seamless. And this will help our eyeshadow to stay. Even though we're not wearing too much eyeshadow today, it's just for just as a nice base. And now we're going to set that base, and I'm using this Sigma Viper palette, and I'm going to be using Hypnotize, this one, and we're going to be using that one but a little bit later. So I'm just going to get a big like fluffy brush. I'm going to just pat that into the whole socket. It's just a neutral colour, nothing too crazy. The other side. Anybody who's seen my other makeup videos, they know I can't wink that eye. Can't, like I can close that one independently, but I can't do that one. I don't know why. We are now going to move on to the absolutely scary eyeliner, and I'm using a liquid pen eyeliner by Sigma. and we're going to be doing some winged eyeliner today. Alright, so I try my best to explain to you how I do my winged eyeliner, but I'm terrified of it and I don't know why I do it to myself. So I have hooded eyes, as you can see. Let's put that back on. So you can see that the skin here drops down over the corner of my eye. Normal people have like eyes like that, where the skin just kind of is up, but my brow bone is very prominent and that kind of pushes down onto my eye, which creates this kind of downward slope, as you can see there. So that means that whenever I put any sort of line over that crease, it chops it in half. If you can imagine a line going like that over this line, the fold on the inside, there won't be any product. So I have to do my eyeliner in a different way, because usually you would follow this line up and that would be the basis of your winged eyeliner, but I can't do that. So I have to be creative with my eyeliner and also my eyeshadow as well. So this is how we do it. We take the pointy part and I will just draw a line here from the inner corner here, trying to avoid that crease. So just like that. Just one line. It's not perfect, and as you can see, that crease is kind of chopping off that line, but we'll get back and we'll sort that out in a sec. Then what I like to do, once that line is in, I like to do it exactly the same, or near enough exactly the same, on the other side. So inner corner, draw a line up as best you can to avoid the crease. And there we are. So if we look back, and if my camera focuses, you can kind of see where those two lines are. They're not perfect and they're not identical, but we do our best, right? So now with the winged eyeliner, you have your tip and you have your start, and you start the thick part of the line kind of in the middle of that line here. So I'm going to look in the mirror here, so kind of about here. I'm going to just put my brush there and draw a line down. So literally like a triangle. You just want to draw a triangle and join that triangle up like that, if you can see. And you want to colour the triangle in. And at this moment in time, we're just focusing on the outer third of the eye. Then once that's kind of coloured in, you can go and draw a thin line along the base of your lashes to join that line up and make it a little bit neater and more uniform. Only problem with these pens is that they kind of dry as you're working, so it's quite annoying. Go back, tidy this thing up, this tail up. And you can see it's kind of bumpy. I'm trying to smooth it out. And make it, because you don't want it to kind of just appear. You want it to kind of look like it's seamless. Alright, so that's kind of like the best we're going to get. Not too bad. So we're going to do the other eye and try and match it as best we can with that eye. So from, you've got a little blob here, but we'll sort that out in a minute. So around the middle. I tend not to talk when I'm doing eyeliner, and whenever Mr. WhisperAudios comes and talks to me, I'm always like, shut up, I'm doing eyeliner. I don't know if anybody else has that. You want to keep it really, really, really thin here. That looks more natural. Alright, so I think that one went alright, and that's how it looks. So now we've done that, and that was a lot less painless than what I thought it was going to be, which is good. I'm going to take the Sigma Long Wear Liner Pencil. We're going to line the inside, just poke myself in the eye, the inside of the waterline. And this is quite a freaky kind of thing to do, but it makes your eyeliner look thicker and like there's no gaps in there. So what we do is we take the eye, we lift up the eye like that, and then we just run it all in the inner waterline. Just like that. It's a little bit creepy. That makes it a little bit thicker and a little bit more, just a bit nicer. So now, as you can see, there are like, it's great, it's winged eyeliner, but because I have a hooded eye, I need to make it appear that my eye is a lot more open because it kind of just looks a little bit flat and dull. I'm going to take this little Real Techniques brush, and then I'm going to go back into the Viper palette, and I'm going to use this shade Adder just here. Take a little bit on the tip of the brush, and I'm going to open up my eye wide. I'm going to go into the hollow of the eye, and I'm just going to sweep that into the hollow and blend it up and out. Just focusing on the like outer third of the eye. Really not too much, really. Just to give it definition and dimension. Like that, so it just gives it that kind of, it looks a little bit more like an eye socket. Same again on this side. And I'm just going to run a little bit of that under the eyes there. And that's that. Next is mascara, and I'm using this Lash Sensational by Maybelline. And it's very, very old, and I need to get a new one. But I just apply it to my lashes. It's a little bit too much. Bottom lashes. Just like that. And that is the eyes done. So I'm going to zoom you out so we can finish the makeup look. We will now need to finish off with some blusher and some lipstick too. So the blusher that I'm using is the Aurora powder by Sigma. I love this hollow. And it looks like this. I'm going to take like this angled fluffy brush, dip it in, not too much, it's quite potent. I'm just going to focus on the top parts of my cheeks. Like that. It's quite rosy, which is really, really nice. Now for the lips, I was going to do a red lip, but we'll do that another time. But I'm going to be using this liquid lipstick from Sigma, and it is in the shade New Mod. I really like this colour. I love the rosy nude kind of colour. And I'm going to just pop a little bit just in the centre. I'm going to use my finger to blend it out because I don't like it too much. It makes it look more natural. Well, not natural, but more elegant, I guess, rather than just like caked on. And that's the lipstick. I normally do some highlighter on my cheekbones, on my brow bone, and on my top lip and nose. But because I'm using a lot of lights today, it normally just means I look very, I don't know, shiny and not very glowy. We don't want that. I don't want to look like just a shiny thing. So now I'm going to take my hair down. Give it a bit of a tussle. I curled it yesterday and I looked like Annie. I did it on the highest setting, like the highest curl setting. So it drops out nicely. And that pretty much, apart from my silly hair, that pretty much is the makeup look. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you found it relaxing, as well as a little bit informative. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching. If you would like any more of these makeup tutorials or makeup looks or just makeup videos in general, then please do let me know. I do really love making them, so I wouldn't mind making another one. But I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel if you want to, and obviously give the video a like if you liked it. But until next time, take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.